Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be going over what is a title agent, what do they do, what's title insurance in a house purchase. That is going to be answered not by me, but by my special guest, Sarah Hanson from Land Title, right here in the South Metro, Apple Valley location. Before we get started, my name is Kayla Schluter. I'm a licensed real estate agent with RE/MAX Results in the Locker Home Group. And don't forget to subscribe, like, share. I appreciate your support and I love answering your comments. Also note, a title agent is actually a service you can shop around for. So you don't necessarily have to go with the recommended title agent provided by your real estate agent or your lender. With that, let's go talk to Sarah Hanson and find out more about what a title agent does.
Hi, my name is Sarah. I'm a closer here at Land Title, also could be referred to as a title agent or an escrow officer. So a title for a house is actually a legal document that we record at the county. It's called a deed, transferring the interest in the property from the seller to you as the buyer. It has specific information on there like the legal description, who owns the property. We essentially, our main job is to provide title insurance. What a lot of people don't know is we're an insurance company. We provide policies for the lender as well as the buyer to protect your interest in the property. What a lot of people don't know is title insurance actually, unlike car insurance or homeowner's insurance, it's not going to protect you from anything that happens in the future. It protects you from anything prior to you owning the property. So if somebody comes in and says they have a claim against the property, like an undisclosed error, or if documents weren't recorded properly at the county or they were forged, those are just a couple of the examples of things that can happen. You would need title protection. What people don't know is you can shop for a title company. You can look around, shop for fees, ask the title companies what they charge for a seller side transaction, buy side transaction. Charges a buyer can expect on the closing statement. From a title standpoint, you're gonna pay for an exam fee, lender's policy, title insurance policy, as well as our closing fee. We take those fees and we work with your lender and balance back and forth, add their fees to our settlement statement. You can expect to pay their lender fees, escrows, which is essentially like a savings account for homeowners insurance and property taxes. You're going to pay prorated taxes depending on the time of year. You're either going to get a credit or you're going to have to issue the credit to the seller. Just depends on the time of year for taxes. Also on a buyer side transaction, you're going to pay, if you have a mortgage anyways, you're going to pay mortgage registration tax. Recording fees you're going to pay are to get your new mortgage recorded, of course, as well as the deed. So you actually pay for the recording of the deed that the seller signs, conveying the interest in the property from them to you. On a seller side transaction, fees that you are going to pay, of course, we have to pay off any current mortgages that you have open against the property. You're going to pay a recording fee, possibly to record the satisfaction of that release. You are going to pay a listing and selling agent commission, broker admin fee, depending on your agent you use, of course. You're going to also pay prorations for taxes, again, depending on the time of year, whether you're getting a credit or it's a debit. Another fee that we collect for is the water bill. So we're going to want to make sure that the final water bill is collected and an estimated final, because that is something that could be a lien against the property if it's not paid. The sellers are ultimately responsible for paying any water bills. The fees that you are going to be charged are transaction specific. For example, if you're paying cash for your home, you're not going to pay mortgage registration tax, lender fees, and you're not going to pay a recording fee to record a mortgage. So once we are contacted to open up a file, it can be either by a buyer, a seller, a lender, a real estate agent. We get a file opened up. Our exam team does a search on the property and puts together the title commitment, which will then let us know what the requirements are for the closing. At that point, it comes into my hands as the closer, and I have to clear any title issues if there are any. We coordinate with the other title company, whether we're on the buy side or the sell side. We work closely with the real estate agent, schedule with the buyers, put together all the figures, all the closing costs on a document that you sign at closing. We go over all of the documents with you at closing, all the documents from a lender. If you're on the buy side, if you're on the sell side, it's strictly just title documents that you sign. In a real estate transaction, you will hear the term escrow. A couple different scenarios. One would be from the lender side of things. They're going to escrow for homeowners insurance and property taxes. But on the title side of things, an example of times we would hold escrow on a seller or buyer's behalf is, say, if you are purchasing a new construction home and it's that time of year where winter's coming and sod still needs to be laid. Obviously, they're not going to lay sod in the winter. That's going to be something that has to be completed at a later date post-closing. So we're going to hold money, usually 1.5 times the amount, in an escrow account here at Land Title or whatever title company you use until that work is completed, and then we get consent from both sellers and buyers that the work has been done to everybody's satisfaction, which then we can release the escrow funds to seller or buyer. Just depends on the escrow agreement that gets signed at closing. So all this information that I've given is very transaction specific. If you have any further questions, feel free to contact me. My information is below, or you can get a hold of Kayla and she will put you in touch with me as well.